It's like the greatest hits collection of missed layups. I can't even believe this is real. I just stumbled across of it. There's 2 different videos now floating around out there.
Angel Reese just made one of the boldest moves in WNBA history, demanding a bigger paycheck or threatening to walk away. But when it came time to back up her words on the court, things didn't go quite as planned. Instead of a standout performance, fans watched a shooting display that looked more like a construction project. After pushing for superstar-level pay on her podcast, Reese stepped onto the court and shot just 5 for a 17 in her next game. To make matters worse, one of her attempts even smacked the bottom of the backboard, as if the ball itself wanted out. The timing couldn't have been worse for her argument, but for those who enjoy a little sports drama, it was pure entertainment. Take this down. Have you ever wondered what would happen if a WNBA player tried to strong-arm the league over salary demands? Well, Angel Reese just gave us a pretty entertaining answer. On a recent episode of her podcast *Unapologetically Angel*, which, at this point, might need a rebrand to *Unintentionally Comedic*, she teamed up with Dijonai Carrington to drop one of the most dramatic ultimatums in league history. Rather than just pushing for higher pay, Reese took it a step further, declaring that if her demands aren't met, she's willing to boycott the league entirely.
If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sit out.
That's a possibility.
I guarantee you, the intelligent folks, and there are plenty in the WNBA, are saying, will you two idiots just shut up? Sit out.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean?
When Angel Reese stepped onto the court after her bold boycott threat, it seemed like the basketball gods had a sense of humor. If you're going to ask for superstar money, you have to play like one, right? Unfortunately, Reese's performance that night looked more like an instructional video on how not to finish at the rim.
Y'all have selective hearing. I said I'm hearing if they don't give us what we want, we sitting out. And that's the truth. Good.
This is the same person that literally said she didn't know what her WNBA salary.
In a high-stakes matchup against Aaliyah Boston's team, Angel Reese had the perfect opportunity to prove she deserved a bigger paycheck. Instead, what followed was a rough night of missed layups, some so wide open that fans could only watch in disbelief. We're talking point-blank shots that didn't just miss but clanked off the backboard in ways that made it look like her shooting form had completely fallen apart. This performance came just days after she voiced frustration over her WNBA salary barely covering her expenses, leaving fans to wonder if financial stress was creeping into her game. At one point, it even seemed like her teammates were reluctant to pass her the ball, maybe out of second-hand embarrassment.
Is to be one of the best players in the world one day. I wouldn't expect anything less than that.
More history for the FIBA rookie!
At this point, continue to be myself and...
Let's take a moment to look at Reese's situation. This year, she's earning about $73,000 under the standard 4-year, $325,000 rookie contract in the WNBA. However, she's made it clear that this salary isn't cutting it for her. She went viral on TikTok, venting about how her WNBA paycheck doesn't even cover one of her bills. The biggest shock? She revealed that her rent alone costs $8,000 a month, adding up to a staggering $96,000 per year, which is more than her entire WNBA salary.
Site wafts it up. Reese on the cleanup. Power dribble to separate.
No one is saying Reese shouldn't live the lifestyle she wants, but if her rent alone is higher than her entire WNBA salary, maybe the real issue is budgeting. Instead of rethinking her financial strategy, Reese doubled down on her boycott threats. She took to social media to make it clear, if her pay demands aren't met, she's willing to sit out. It's a bold stance, but it definitely raises questions about her approach.
If y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out. This is why sometimes you probably should have somebody look over a podcast. She's threatening to go on strike. I actually understand it's the way negotiations work in the CBA, not on a podcast.
Get even more interesting, one of Reese's biggest concerns isn't just her own salary but the fact that future rookies, like USC's Juju Watkins, could end up making more than she does. While this year's rookies will still be on standard contracts, the next wave of players could negotiate higher salaries, potentially out-earning current players like Reese. And that seems to be adding to her frustration.
The WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah, it definitely covers that.
What is my...
That's not an injustice, Angel. That's just how professional sports contracts work. She signed a 4-year rookie scale deal, and even if the WNBA's next collective bargaining agreement raises rookie salaries, she's still bound by her current contract. This is standard across all leagues. Imagine if every second-year NBA player demanded a raise just because the salary cap went up. It simply doesn't work that way.
8,000.
Let's not forget, the WNBA lost around $40 million last season. This isn't the NBA, and the league simply doesn't have the revenue to start rewriting contracts just because Angel Reese is unhappy with hers. At the end of the day, performance matters. If she wants special treatment, she needs to play like an all-star. Right now, she's struggling, missing layups like she's testing the backboard's durability. If Reese truly believes she deserves a bigger contract, she'll have to prove it on the court. As it stands, the only category she's leading in is missed layups, and that's not exactly a strong case for a raise. Let's be real here.
Not this year, but next year.
Yeah.
The ones coming this year will still be on the rookie contract again.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
Well, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings.
Here's the real issue. The numbers tell a different story than Angel Reese's claims about being a key figure in the WNBA. When you look at the ratings, it's clear that fans aren't just tuning in because of her. In fact, when Reese played in games without Caitlin Clark on the opposing side, viewership took a noticeable hit. This suggests that her star power might not be as strong as she believes when it comes to drawing an audience.
If I'm an NBA owner, I didn't get rich by wasting a couple million on something that has no chance of making money. These two, sit out. See what happens. Now, I would miss watching the Fever. I would miss watching Caitlin.
It's clear that fans aren't tuning in to watch Angel Reese miss layups and complain about her salary. They're looking for real star power, and we all know who that is. If Reese were truly a ratings magnet, her games would be packed, her jersey would be flying off the shelves, and fans would be scrambling for tickets to see her play. But instead, it's Caitlin Clark leading the WNBA in attendance, jersey sales, and overall viewership. Meanwhile, Reese continues to act like she's the league's main attraction, despite shooting just 39% from the field and routinely missing layups that would make a middle school coach shake their head. It's time for a reality check on her actual impact.
Three-pointer. Grace turnaround. No good. Final third in the league in three-point field goals. Reese looked to stick with it. Angel.
Viral montage of Angel Reese's missed layups might be one of the funniest things you'll see all year. We're talking about wide-open shots with no defenders in sight, yet she still finds creative ways to miss. At this point, someone should check if the backboard owes her money because she's been hitting it non-stop.
Once again, had one of the worst shooting games in the history of planet Earth. For what's supposed to be a big? I mean, what in the hell is going on here? I understand her team won. I get it. 5 of 13 from the field.
The internet had a field day as clips of Angel Reese's missed layups went viral. Fans flooded the comments with sarcastic remarks like pay her, please, and give her the max, mocking her demand for a raise. Others didn't hold back, calling her a bricklayer and questioning her offensive skills with comments like she's so overrated, Reese is the only player who can make a layup look difficult. Now, let's get serious. This is not how you prove you deserve a bigger paycheck. Imagine walking into your boss's office to ask for a raise, then immediately botching a simple task that's a core part of your job. That's exactly what happened here. Reese demanded more money while putting together a highlight reel of missed layups. You really can't make this up.
Out and said, if they don't pay them the bag in the WNBA, we sitting out. Quote, we sitting out. What? I mean, after seeing her miss routine layups over and over and over again, I'm like, how the hell can this person possibly be demanding more money?
While Caitlin Clark is drawing record-breaking crowds and selling out arenas, Angel Reese seems more focused on demanding recognition than letting her performance do the talking. Clark's play embodies what it means to be a true superstar, delivering must-watch moments and elevating the league with her talent. Meanwhile, Reese's approach stands in stark contrast. If anything, she might want to reconsider her boycott threat, because with Clark dominating the spotlight, her absence might not even be noticed.
3 part 13, let's get out!
Classic long two.
Bang!
PSA, no rims or backboards were harmed during the filming of this video. But viewers are encouraged to look away. What? I heard her say that she might sit out if the WNBA doesn't pay her what she deserves. They say $1 million for every missed layup is fair. They are stat petting queen properly. Fair wages for all. I repeat, fair wages. Remember, they're coming to see her. Long too.
Measuring star power, social media followers and podcast engagement might seem impressive, but the real test is actual viewership numbers. And in Angel Reese's case, the data tells a story she might not want to hear. The league she plays in, once brimming with potential, has seen viewership plummet to historic lows, dropping below 100,000 viewers. This isn't just a small dip, it's a major decline that suggests fans simply aren't eager to tune in for her games.
You can't tell me she isn't the star of every show every time she's on the court. I can't even hate on this. She's Larry, Moe, and Curly all at once. The Three Stooges. I mean, wow. Come on. I think the worst part is Lisa Leslie risked her legacy of credibility coaching her with no visible improvement so far anyways. Good God.
Claims of star power take another hit when you compare her viewership numbers to college basketball. Despite heavy promotion, her game couldn't even outdraw a routine matchup between UCLA and Nebraska on the Big Ten Network. When a professional game gets outperformed by a standard college contest, it raises serious questions about her actual influence. If Reese truly had the pull she claims, more fans would be tuning in to watch her play. This gap in viewership casts real doubt on her marketability.
35% from the field. Can somebody tell me who in the world watches a 35% shooter from the paint that is basically grabbing her own?
Lack of interest isn't just a TV ratings issue, it's showing up in WNBA attendance too. Games featuring Caitlin Clark consistently draw massive crowds, while those centered around Angel Reese struggle to fill seats. Empty arenas and low viewership numbers make one thing clear: Clark, not Reese, is the driving force behind the rising popularity of women's basketball. While Reese is focused on contract demands and ultimatums, Clark takes a different approach, one of gratitude and humility. Rather than claiming to be the reason for the WNBA's growth, Clark recently acknowledged the league's progress, saying, "I think where the WNBA is right now is pretty incredible. I believe many people would be surprised by its current status." This contrast speaks volumes. One player is making demands, while the other is embracing the moment and uplifting the sport, connecting with fans in a way that truly matters. While Angel Reese threatens boycotts, Caitlin Clark focuses on improving her game. Instead of demanding special treatment, Clark spends her off-season refining her skills and preparing for her second WNBA season. She prioritizes performance over paychecks, recognizing that true value comes from results, not hype. This difference in mindset couldn't be more obvious. One player believes she deserves more just because of her name, while the other understands that respect and rewards are earned through consistent effort and success. So, who's really driving the surge in women's basketball? The numbers make it clear. Reese's assumption that she's a major draw doesn't hold up when compared to the data. Meanwhile, Clark continues to shatter attendance records, dominate TV ratings, and elevate the league's popularity like never before. This isn't just a passing trend, it's a definitive statement. Caitlin Clark, not Angel Reese, is the true face of women's basketball right now. The proof is in the ticket sales, viewership numbers, and merchandise demand. Clark is the star pushing the game forward, while Reese continues to overestimate her influence.
Attention, her notoriety is based off Caitlin Clark. Because she wins the national title, first thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then